Welcome to the Joe Fragilé channel. I'm Joe Fragilé, white guy on a mission to bring you the alternative truth. Today's episode, we're talking about the upcoming US election. Who isn't? Everybody's talking about this, right? It's going to be the biggest day in the history of the world. What's the date again? I think Donald Trump said it's on January 5th. Yeah, January 5th is election day. So, not much time left, guys. Everybody's got to get out and vote. Okay, in America at least. I'm in Canada. It's a whole other thing. We'll get to that. Not today. So, the American election, here are your options. And my God, it could not be more obvious which is the right way to go. I mean, come on. Okay, so you've got Kamala Harris. Kamala. So hard to pronounce. She's the current vice president, although you wouldn't know it, versus Donald Trump, our former president. Donald Trump the wise, Donald Trump the king. So let's look at our options, okay? Because, I mean, it's obvious, but fine. Indulge me? I don't know. Indulge somebody. Kamala. Nobody even knew who she was until a few months ago when Biden was ousted from the Democratic Party. He was just thrown on the sidelines. Thanks, Joe. Good name, but terrible, terrible president. And Kamala came in and said, "Oh, I'm going to run for president now because I'm a lot younger." Well, that's not fair, is it? I mean, you can't just switch out one of your competitors halfway through the race. You know, if your athlete's getting tired halfway through the marathon, you're like, "Oh, okay, let's switch that. Let's tag that guy in." I mean, come on, you tag another guy in, right? And fresh legs, fresh legs, fresh legs. It's not fair. It's not fair. But that's okay because it's Kamala Harris. She flip flops on every issue. She can't decide whether she's for fracking, against fracking, whether she would frack her own backyard if it gave it the chance. She can't decide, right? The only difference between her and Biden is that she doesn't fall asleep after lunch. She stood by while Biden ruined America. Ruined America. I mean, unemployment is down, inflation is under control, the stock market is at an all-time high, but people feel that America is ruined, right? Don't you feel it? And Republicans keep telling us that America is ruined, so it must be ruined, right? Numbers don't mean anything. It's how you feel about a country that's important. So let's hurriedly go on to Donald Trump because I'd much rather talk about him. Wouldn't you? Yeah, me too. I mean, the guy's done the job before. He knows what he's doing. He's been in this position. He's dealt with world leaders. He doesn't hide behind anybody else. You know, he's faced the weaponization of the justice system. He's faced two assassins, right? And he's still fighting. I mean, what a guy. He gets on with everybody. Uh, Viktor Orban, Vladimir Putin, he loves them all. And that's important, right? You need to be on good terms with these people. Otherwise, they'll blow up your country with a nuclear weapon. Donald Trump, he doesn't waste time learning facts. Facts, history, science, oh, so boring. A few weeks ago, Donald Trump learned for the first time what IVF is. I mean, do you care? I don't care. I don't even know what IVF is now. What is it? He said it's fertilization. What is it? Something you do to fields? Huh? What? I mean, who cares? It's not. I'm a man. In what way is IVF? It's a woman's thing. It's not relevant to me in any way. Who cares? The fact that he's reached 78 years old and he doesn't know what IVF is, I think that's a testament to his strength. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. I mean, okay, look. When he was at McDonald's, he didn't know what a fryer was, and he didn't know what a fryer was. How is that possible? Anyway, is there anything more American than praising Hitler and wanting your your staff to be more like Hitler's generals? I mean, it's it's maybe cut that bit out. Yeah, just trim it. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's listen to Trump.
We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat.
What the hell was that? What the hell? What was that? What? Okay, cut that bit out. I'm just talking to Bob. Bob's my editor. He's cheap, but he's a liberal commie bastard, and I hate him. I hate you, Bob. Ruin all my videos. Sorry. People criticize the things that Trump says and the things that Trump does. Why are these things important? What he says, what he does. Who cares? But he isn't really going to throw Jimmy Kimmel in jail, which is a shame because my God, Jimmy Kimmel needs to be thrown in jail. I'm sorry. Jimmy Kimmel is the enemy within. I need a moment. Can we just break? Think about the number of people who work for Trump who criticize it. Kelly, Bolton, Milley, Pence. So many of the people that work for Donald Trump cannot stand his guts. If Trump was really so dangerous, why would they feel free to hurl insults at him? I mean, you look at Biden and Harris, and no one in their administration is speaking out about how awful they are. And why is that? Because they're all too scared to say anything. That's why they know they'll end up in jail or deported or something. So ask yourself, which sounds more likely? Trump is elected and replaces career government bureaucrats with Trump loyalists, controls the entire justice system, puts his enemies in camps, and deports millions of immigrants. It basically makes himself into a king, as outlined specifically in Project 2025. I know he's announced it, plans, documents, reading. This is not his bag at all. And why would it be? It's all boring. But somebody wrote it down and he said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Right? Because the policy stuff is so not important. But according to Project 2025, that's exactly what he's going to do, right? He's going to become a king. He's going to take over the government. He's going to run everything. There's going to be no checks and balances. He's free to do whatever he wants, and he has immunity from the Supreme Court. Now, does that sound more likely to you than Harris being elected and starting World War III on day one? I mean, which of those sounds more likely to you? November's election choice is clear. Trump says if Harris is elected, a 1930s style depression is certain. Can we take that risk?
He said the same thing about Biden
What?
in 2020. He said the same thing, and it didn't happen.
Piss off, Bob. Oh my God, I'm firing him. Why did I hire you? That's all I got to say about the election. Go vote on January 5th. It's really important. Vote for Trump. My God, are you an idiot? All right. So before we go, as usual, our scripture reading today. So our reading is taken from the Gospel according to St. Elon from his letter to the muskrats. Chapter 4, verse 12. And lo, I will buy out thine company, and cast half its workforce to the four winds, so that I am not made to suffer the burden of taxation. And the workers will say, St. Elon, where am I to get my daily bread? And St. Elon will reply, I don't give a fuck. This is the word of the Blood Diamond Wealth Inheritor. Praise be to Elon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like the video if you liked the video. I'm Joe Fragilé. I bring you the alternative truth. Fragilé, white guy on a mission. That's my slogan. It's good, isn't it? I came up with that myself. Have a great day. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why did you choose that clip? I asked you for a clip.
There were no coherent ones.
What do you mean there are no coherent clips?
I couldn't find a single one.
I can't even.
It's okay. Russia will pay us anyway.